This horse used to be Gran Prix, but the degenerative arthritis of the distal interphalangeal joint made movement difficult. I cannot say if the cause was the frequent joint injections or the joint instability due to a collateral ligament lesion. The fact is that the horse was lame for months. Rightly so, a surgical curettage of the joint was done, but after 6 months the horse was in the same tragic conditions as seen in the first video. If this pain had continued, euthanasia would be inevitable, and an eventual neuroctomy is useless as the digital nerve anesthesia is negative. The owner decided to try stem cells, and after the first injection, the horse no longer showed unbearable pain. But the therapy must be continuous. In order to save his life, I personally paid for his cure, giving him many stem cell treatments: autologous, allogenic, systemic, local perfusion in the collateral ligaments, the distal interphalangeal joint, the deep flexor tendon sheath, together with shock waves before injecting and systemic ozonotherapy. A year has passed, and I am happy I saved his life, that he no longer suffers from the atrocious pain that caused him to walk on 3 legs, and even though he can no longer compete, his owner enjoys riding him. Unfortunately, I cannot afford to treat horses free if my non-profit association does not receive financial support. Therefore, I invite all of you to help us. When I saw the horse for the first time, he was walking on 3 legs, even though everything possible had been done to help him. You can see him slowly improving in the films. After 2 months, after 4 months, but only after a year does the horse show an almost normal gait. This is a dressage horse trained by Anna and loved by his owner Nicole. He had shown signs of lameness in the front leg, but never so bad. He had been this limb for a while and responded positively to distal interphalangeal joint and digital nerve anesthesia. This meant that the pain came from either the deep flexor tendon distal insertion or, worse, impaired ligament lesion. Nicole decided to try stem cells. The horse was treated twice with autologous stem cells systemically by local perfusion in the deep flexor tendon sheath, in the collateral ligaments, and in the distal interphalangeal joint. Nicola's horse, the day of the injection, is evidently lame. You can see him trotting in the paddock. On the day of the second injection, he already stood perfectly sound and barefooted on hard ground. 5 months later, the day of the second injection, the horse stood perfectly straight and barefooted on hard ground. Note how his muscular structure has developed.